About to make some quick banana pudding using vanilla, three cups of milk. This is for work. A couple of my junior sailors asked me to make banana pudding. Well, they asked me like a month ago, and I said I would make it. So, make it tonight and bring it in tomorrow. So this is 3 boxes of the vanilla pudding. I don't get the hot one. I get the one you just pour in 3 cups of milk per box. The hot one doesn't turn out great, in my experience. So I like to use the one that's cold already. You just pour milk and put it in the refrigerator. I know some people like banana pudding with no bananas, which is weird. That's not banana pudding if it doesn't have bananas. They're just pudding. And you can make pudding without the bananas. I mean, it's not considered banana pudding. So give this a good mix. Of course, it'll thicken up overnight. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. Make sure all these lumps out from the bottom of the bowl. There's still little lumps at the bottom. You want to scrape and make sure there's no powder at the bottom, because you will see it once you pour it. So I'm at the bottom. Once you pour it in your dish. I do know how to make banana pudding from scratch, but it takes a lot of work. A lot of eggs, a lot of flour, and a lot of beating. And it's a slow process. But like I said, it's easy just to get a box of vanilla Jell-O. So you want to make sure your bowl is cold before you make it. And also your tube as well. For your mixer, you want to make sure you put this in the freezer as well. So when you make those stiff peaks. So this is how I make my heavy whipping cream, or whipped cream. Start off with 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm using 2 cups. And 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. So we're going to use 6. So there's 2 cups in here. So if you don't have whipping cream, you can make it from scratch at home. And then since I have 2 cups, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can eyeball it. Teaspoon. It's not that much. That's 1 teaspoon. Like I said, you want to make sure your bowl is cold, so put it in the freezer. And also put your utensil in the freezer as well. If you guys, if you've ever been on my page, you know one is missing, been missing for about 6 years. But we're still going to use it. So you're going to get this to mix until it turns into a stiff peak. To make it crumble. Or you can just put it in a Ziploc bag and smash it. So I just start like this. I'm gonna pour this out. And then we're gonna fold this inside of here, the whipped cream. And just fold this in here. We already made our Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. So I made us peach cobbler. We had potato salad. We had double eggs. We had Brussels sprouts, mac and cheese, honey baked ham, and honey baked turkey. And I made chicken dressing and homemade cranberry sauce. 10 out of 10. So if you go to the store, just grab some fresh cranberries and make your own cranberry sauce. It tastes 10 times better. All you need is a bag of cranberries, 1 cup of sugar, half of a lemon, juice it, along with a whole orange, a little bit of the zest from the lemon and the orange, and then let it cook, and then refrigerate it. Take about 10 minutes. Okay, we folded that in, whipped cream. Pudding on. This is how I do mine. I do it several ways. So let's put this over here like this. And then slice them thin. Like I said, bananas going banana pudding, so don't skim on the bananas. Some people like bananas. If you don't like bananas, banana pudding is not for you. Just make some pudding and put cookies in them. Sometimes I put whipped cream in the middle as well. I layer it with banana pudding, well, with the pudding and whipped cream. Put your whipped cream in a piping bag and pipe the top if you like, but I'm not doing it. Not today anyway. Just sprinkle some here. And then I make cups as well. I usually just mix them in together for the top of it. Sprinkle it on the top. Both cookies. that's how I make my pudding. You guys have a great night. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Sprinkle it on the top. Both cookies.